Hello everyone. Hello. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, you can just type in the comment section. Hello everyone. Okay, that's good that you can hear me. Okay, so today I will be talking about TASMO pre-competition briefing. It is quite important for all the participants that are going to attend TASMO in 13 November, which is less than 2 more weeks. Okay, so later we will have a Q&A session. If you have any more question to ask me, just feel free to type in the comment section. Okay, I will help you answer. So I am teacher Aki. I'm the organizing team for TASMO. Okay, we will wait for 1 or 2 more minutes for more parents and students to join the live. Then we will begin the briefing. Okay, just patiently wait for 2-3 minutes. Okay, so yes, this session will be in English and it will be recorded. So if you miss out something later, you can just watch the playback after today. Okay, so let's start the briefing. If you have any question, just feel free to leave your question in the comment section that I will help you answer later on. So once again, let me introduce myself. I'm teacher Aki. I'm the main organizing team for TASMO this year. So today I will conduct this pre-competition briefing for all the participants for TASMO and also for the parents, and I will be doing some Q&A later. So this is the content for today. First, okay, the most important thing, I will talk about the competition information, such as the timing for the competition, okay, because we have N2 all the way up to P6. Okay, so it can be quite confusing. So later, please be very careful on the timing. And how to get to the competition location, we will have 2 locations. Okay, I will talk about more later. And what is a competition format? and items to bring for the competition. And later on, I will talk about the competition instructions. Okay, and also the good thing is that we have award for this TASMO, okay, that most students can look forward to. And lastly, before I end my briefing, we will have a Q&A. So if you have any more questions, okay, regarding TASMO after the briefing, you also can ask me during the Q&A session. Right. So first, the competition timing. Okay, the first day is the 13th November. It's a Monday. Okay, it is a public holiday in Singapore. It's a Deepavali public holiday, so there will be no school. Okay, there will be no school. Therefore, we have this competition on the Monday. Okay, don't worry. Okay, Monday the student need to go school. Okay, that day is a public holiday, so there will be no school. So the first competition location is at Lifelong Learning Institute, which located at Paya Lebar Station. Okay, is an MRT station. It's called Paya Lebar. So the timing for P4 and P5, it will be from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And P3 to P6 will be the second session from 11:25 to 12:55. Then we'll have concurrently K2 from 11:25 to 12:25. And in the afternoon, we have two more sessions. One is for P1, which is from afternoon 1:50 to 3:20. And for P2, it will be afternoon 4:15 to 5:45. Okay, so please take note of your respective level, and this timing is for the competition, okay, the duration. Okay, then the second location, okay, and the second location will be at Square 2 Classroom, which is our Think Academy classroom. It's located at Novena. So if you want to take MRT, you will be at Novena station, and our classroom is just right above the MRT station. It's very convenient. And there are three timing and two level in Square 2 Classroom. So for K2, we will have 9 to 10 a.m. And the second, okay, so sorry, there is a typo here. Okay, and the second timing for K2 is from 11 to 12 p.m. And in the afternoon, we also have one session for P1. It will be same, okay, as the Paya Lebar one, is from 1:50 to 3:20 p.m. So for the exact timing, please refer to your entry proof, okay, for reporting timing. We have stated the reporting timing in the entry proof, and the location, where should the participant report to for the competition. So for Novena, yes, it's only for K2 and some of the P1. The most of the participants will need to report to Paya Lebar, the Lifelong Learning Institute, for the competition. So for the exact detail, okay, please refer to your entry proof that we have sent out in the past few days. Okay, and the second competition timing is on 20 November. It's also a Monday. Okay, and this one is for the N2 and K1 students. It will be at the Square 2 Classroom. So the detailed, okay, timing will be announced in a later date. So we will send out the entry proof by next week. Okay, so parents for N2 and K1 participants, don't be panicked if you haven't received the entry proof. We will send out the entry proof by next week. Okay, for N2 and K1. Okay, so how to get there to the Lifelong Learning Institute? Okay, as I say, is at Paya Lebar Station. So if you want to take by MRT, it will be at Circle Line, which is the yellow color one. The station number is CC9. And if you're taking the green color line, which is the east-west line, it will be at EW8. Okay, and if you want to take by bus, the bus number, okay, we have 24, 28, 43, 70, 76, 135, 154, and 155. Okay, and if you want to find out if there's more buses to there, you can always search for on the Google Map. And if you drive, alright, then this map already show you, okay, how to exit and where is the, okay, direction go to lifelong learning institute. They have car park at the institute, and they also have car park at the two shopping mall beside. One is the Paya Lebar Square and one is the Singpost the mall. So it's very convenient for parents who drive, who take MRT and who take bus. It will not be a very far place to reach. Okay, so the exact address is shown in the on the screen. So it's at 11 Eunos Road 8. So Singapore 408601. That is the postal code. Okay, so if you want to find out on the Google Map, you just need to type in the postal code, the 408601. Okay, all this information you also can find it in the info pack that we sent out previously. Okay, if you don't have the info pack, feel free to contact us later just to ask for a copy. Okay, so the other one is the classroom at Square 2 Novena. So by MRT, like I said just now, it will be on the red color line, which is the north-south line, NS20. It will be at Novena Square 2 Mall at Unit 03-26. So it's just right beside the lift. So from the lift, you go out, you can see our Think Academy. It's very obvious. Okay, so this is mainly for the K2 and P1 student, and also the N2 K1. They're going to have the competition in 20 November. Okay, next I'm going to talk about competition format. So this one also, okay, we set out in our info pack. So we have different level from primary 1, okay, from N2 all the way to P6. So every level we have different grading system. So for P1 or grade 1, there are a total of 25 questions in the paper, and the duration is 90 minutes. So there are 3 sessions in the paper. Section A is MCQ question, 10 MCQ each contain 3 points. And then next is section B. We have 10 short answer question, 4 points for each correct answer. So you just need to fill in the answer, no need to show working. And last one is section C, which we have 5 short answer question, 6 points for each correct answer. And for all the competition, all the level, we will not deduct points for any unanswered or wrong answered questions. Okay, so don't worry that if you answer wrong, then we will minus marks from you. We will not, okay, minus any mark if you didn't answer a question or your answer is wrong. Okay, so P1 and P2 or grade 1 and grade 2, they have the same format, and all are paper-based exam. Okay, then next is P3 or grade 3. Okay, it's slightly different from the P1 and P2. It contains 25 questions and duration also 90 minutes. However, okay, section A is 10 multiple choice question, 3 points for each. Section B is 10 short answer question, 4 points of each. However, for the section C, right, is 5 open-ended question. Okay, this open-ended question requires students to write down their detailed working on the test paper. So 6 points for each correct answer. So based on the detailed working, we will give the participant the points respectively, based on how well he present his answer to us. Okay, so we will not only look for the answer, whether the answer is correct or not, in primary 3 section C. So please take note of this. And same, we will not deduct any marks for unanswered or wrong answer questions. Okay, and next, let's go to P4 to P6. Okay, P4 to P6, we have the same format. So they have total of 22 questions and the duration also 90 minutes. For section A and section B is same as all the other level. 10 MCQ for section A, 3 points for each. And for section B we have 10 SAQ, 4 points for each. And for section C, for P4, P5, P6, we only have 2 open-ended questions for section C. However, the marks is higher, 15 points for each question. So please, okay, participant, please write down your detailed working, okay, on the question booklet. So don't miss out any step or just write down the answer. You need to show us your working in order for us to give you the 15 points. Okay, so this is for the primary school level. So now if you are in N2, nursery 2 or kindergarten 1, it will be a slightly different format. It contains of 10 questions and okay, the duration is around 40 to 60 minutes. It will be an oral exam for N2 and K1 participant. It will not be a paper-based written exam. It will be oral exam. Okay, so this 10 question is 10 points for each correct answer. And no marks will be deducted for unanswered or wrong answer. Okay, and for K2, okay, since now is end of year, so K2 will be like joining primary 1 or grade 1 next year. That's why we change K2 slightly. Okay, so for K2 is a paper-based exam like the primary school level. They need to go and write down their answer on the question booklet. However, the number of questions, we only have 20 questions. It will be slightly lesser. And the duration is 60 minutes for K2. So we also have section A, MCQ, 10 MCQ question, 3 points for each correct answer. And section B will have 5 short answer question, 6 points for each correct answer. And lastly, for section C, we have 5 short answer questions and 8 points for each correct answer. And also no points will be deducted for unanswered or wrong answer questions. Okay, so this format also can be found in our info booklet. So feel free to refer back to your info booklet for more information. Okay, so section A, B, and C, okay, the difficulty level is slowly increased. Okay, section C will be considered the slightly more difficult question type compared to section A and B. So participant, please take note. Next one is the important thing is the item to bring on the competition day. So the item to bring, the most important thing is the photo identification card. Okay, for the participant, you have EZ-Link card or you have your passport. As long as the card show your name, okay, and your photo on the card, okay, please bring along. We need to check whether your name, okay, is correct, right, and your face match with the name. And also the printed entry proof. So we have sent out the entry proof to the parents' email. Okay, based on the information that parents have given us, we have already sent out the entry proof to almost all the participants, except for a few that didn't indicate their email to us. Okay, so if you didn't receive the entry proof today, okay, please check your junk mail. If you didn't receive, feel free to email us or message us later, okay, to tell us your child's name, okay, the level, and also your email address. That is the most important thing, your email address, so we can send out the entry proof to you. Okay, yes, we need to print out the entry proof because this is like a pass for them to enter the examination. And in the examination hall, okay, the invigilator can spot check for student. Okay, so they need to show this entry proof to show that is themselves taking the competition. Right, so on the right side we have a sample of the entry proof, how it looks like. So first you need to check the participant name. It must be as the same as your EZ-Link card or your passport. It cannot be any nickname. So if there's any discrepancy, also you need to tell us. If not, we will not let the participant to enter the exam hall. Okay, and also the level, whether you are taking the correct level or not. Okay, so if you are in P1, okay, you sign up for P1, that is okay. However, if you are in P1 but you sign up for K2, we will not allow you to go to take the exam because it's very unfair to other people. But if you are P1, you want to try higher level, that's of course okay. And also, okay, the venue. Okay, we have include the venue, the address in the entry proof also, you also can see. And we have the YouTube video how to get there. And okay, the next important thing is the date of the competition. So since we have two dates, one is the 13 November and one is the 20 November. So please check the date whether is it correctly reflected. And also the reporting time. So the competition time we have stated just now, I have shown you just now, is the start time and end time of the competition itself. However, we require students to report early. Okay, so the entry proof has shown the reporting time. So please report, okay, not later than the reporting time stated. So for example, P6, primary 6 or grade 6 participant, your reporting time is 10:45 a.m. So please do not come later than, like, let's say 11, because you need time to register and we need to line you up before you go into the examination hall. So if you are late for the exam, from the start time, 15 minutes from the start time, we will not allow you to enter the exam, the competition, to take the paper. So please be punctual. So beside the printed entry proof, you need to bring your stationeries. So some of the stationeries such as pencils, pen, eraser, and ruler. So pencil is for you to shape the answer sheet. So we have provide an answer sheet which show is the same format as the sample paper. You need to shape the section A answer, A, B, C, D, or E, on the answer sheet using pencil. And for pen, for the upper primary students, the participant, you feel better when you use pen, you can bring a pen. And for eraser, it's just to erase your errors. And ruler is just for you to draw diagram or draw model. And also bring a water bottle and jacket, because it's an air conditioned place. It might be a bit cold during the examination, so better to bring a jacket so you won't freeze. And lastly, do not bring calculator. This is the maths competition. We do not allow students to use calculator or any form of the digital advice. So do not bring calculator. It's not required. It's not needed for the competition. So this is the instruction for the examination, the competition. We will also read the instruction to the participant before the start of the competition, and this one also will be printed out on the booklet, the question booklet. So we will give some time for the student to read the question booklet before they start, so they understand it better. So first is, do not open the contest booklet until the invigilator has given the permission to start. And the duration for the respective level is also printed. So for P1 to P6 is 1 hour 30 minutes, and for N2 to K2 it will only be 1 hour. And okay, for P1 to P6, we require to shape your answer neatly in the answer sheet using a pencil for section A, like how I say just now. So you can refer to your sample paper. We have given the answer sheet inside also, how the shading looks like. So you can practice shading using the sample paper. And you may write using a pencil or pen for section B and section C. Okay, we will not restrict you to only write in pencil or pen. You feel free to use whatever pen that you like for section B and C. Okay, and also for P3 to P6, since we have the section C, which required to show working. So please write your detailed working for section C on the question booklet. So any missing step may result in partial loss of point. So like I said already, you need to write detail everything on the question booklet. So don't miss out any step, okay? And don't just show your answer. Okay, then next, during invigilation, no help should be given to any student in any way during the competition. So for example, if the participant don't understand a particular word, what does it mean, or the question, they don't understand what is the meaning of the question asking, we will not help the participant to translate or to help them, okay, in any way. Okay, so and next is no calculators are allowed. Like I said, this is a maths competition, so we will not allow the participant to use any form of digital advice and no calculator. Okay, then next, all students must fill and share your name, index number in the question booklet and answer sheet provided, because later at the end of the competition, we will collect all the question booklet and answer sheet from the participant. Okay, so we need to see their name and index number written on the question booklet and answer sheet. And students are not allowed to leave the venue within the first 15 minutes of the competition and also 15 minutes before the end of the competition. So if you want to go toilet, okay, you cannot go to the toilet in the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes. Okay, and if you are late for 15 minutes, okay, more than 15 minutes, you will not allowed to go inside the competition hall, because we don't want you to go inside and disturb the rest. So please do not be late, right? So you can always get the sample paper for the respective level in our WeChat or WhatsApp group, in the TASMO group. Okay, if you haven't joined the group yet, feel free to message us, drop us a message on WeChat or on WhatsApp, or even email us for the link to join the respective groups, okay, for your children. Okay, then next is the award parts, okay, that most participants that look forward to. We have a few awards for the student. Okay, the top of the top is the called Platinum Award, which is the top 3 scorers from each level. So every level from N2 to P6, we will have 3 students from each level to get the Platinum Award. Okay, and for the Gold Award, it will be the top 8 scorers from each level. It will go by percentage, not by the number. So the top 8% will receive a Gold Award, and the next tier will be from the top 9% to 20%. They will obtain a Silver Award, and also this is for each level. And lastly is the Bronze. It will be from top 21% to top 40%. Okay, the participant will get a Bronze Award. So the result release date will be on 18 to 19 November. It will be 1 week after the competition itself. how the K2 give the answer. So K2, they just need to write down the answer on the question booklet, because we think that it's very troublesome for them to shape the answer as they are still young. So they only need to write down the option A, B, C, D, or E and the numbers on the question booklet itself. Okay, and for K2, we will also play audio recording for the participant in K2, because we worry that some word they might not know how to read. Therefore, we have provided audio recording for every question for the K2 participant, okay, to hear. Alright, so let's go back to award. So the result release date will be on the 18 to 19 November. It will be within that week of the competition. So please check your mail for the release of the result. Okay, we also have a report provided for the student to analyze how well did they perform in each question, because each question we have different module, okay, tested on different topics, so they can see the report and they can better understand which part they are weak at and which part they are strong at. So it's a very informative report. Okay, yes, K2 will just write the answer directly on the question booklet. They will not write the answer on the answer sheet. Okay, and for prize ceremony, after receive the result, of course, we will give the prize to the award winner. And the prize ceremony is set around 10 December. It's a Sunday. So we will send out the invitation to those, okay, who obtain from platinum to bronze, the participant, to attend the ceremony. Okay, don't worry if you cannot attend the ceremony to receive a prize. You can always, okay, come back to us and we will contact you to find another better time for you to come down to our center to collect your prize and the medal. Okay, so if you didn't receive your entry proof, okay, please feel free to email us, WhatsApp us, or even WeChat us. Okay, so here is our contact information. And also, if you haven't joined our TASMO group, okay, we have TASMO group, WhatsApp group, and WeChat group for every level. So if you haven't joined the group yet, feel free to drop us a message also, and the teacher will add you into the respective group. Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to ask me now. Okay, you can type in the comment section. So for the entry proof, please check your inbox, your email inbox, or even sometimes it can appear in the junk mail. So please check the junk mail and the inbox for the entry proof. So if you didn't receive, you cannot find it, please contact us. Okay, yes, we on the question booklet and the answer sheet, okay, we will require the student to write down and fill in their index number. So please refer to the sample paper. Okay, the actual paper is exactly the same as the question paper, and also the answer sheet is exactly the same. That's why we send out the sample paper for the students to like practice and to get a better feel of the actual competition. And the paper question booklet cannot bring home. They must submit to us after the competition. Okay, no matter if you are from N2 or from P1, okay, or P6, you are not allowed to take home the question booklet. We will count the question booklet and the answer sheet. Make sure that we have collected from everyone. Okay, so how many questions for P1 and P4 level? I will just go back to this format. So for P1, there are 25 questions, and for P4, there are 22 questions. Okay. So before the exam, before the competition, we will teach, okay, we will tell the student to write down their name. We'll give them the time to write, to fill in their name, to shade the index number, all this, okay, before the start of the exam. So please, okay, remind the participant to fill in, to write down their name, to fill in their index number. So if you forget to write your name and or the index number, okay, when we mark the paper, we don't know who this paper belong to who, then we are unable to give any marks to the participant. Yes, we will have a clock, okay, display the time display, and also the invigilator in the exam will remind them 30 minutes before the end of the competition, and also 10 minutes and 5 minutes before the end of the competition, so they can have a better feel, okay, how to do time management. Okay, so for K2 and K2, you will write your answer directly on the question booklet. There will be no answer sheet provided. Okay, so the K2 student just write your answer in the question booklet itself. But for N2 and K1, okay, you no need to write anything. You just need to orally, okay, say the answer to the teacher. Okay, if finish early, can handle in paper and leave, or need to stay until the end. So for student, for participant that finish early, okay, they are not allowed to hand in the paper, okay, early and leave, because we don't want them to disturb the rest. So they need to stay throughout the full duration of the competition. Okay, they are not allowed to submit early and leave. So for K2, you since no need to fill in the answer sheet, the question booklet require you to write down the name, the index number. Okay, on the question booklet, you need to write the name and index number. We have provided the space for you to write, so don't worry. So for section B, short answer question is just, okay, need to show answer, the write down the number itself. No need to show any working or calculation. It's just the answer itself. This one will be written on the, okay, on the answer sheet for P1 to P6 for section B. And for K2, it just write directly on the question booklet. Okay, what is the date for N2 result and the prize ceremony? Okay, so the N2 result will be released 1 week later. Okay, for N2 and K1, we will release the result also within 1 week, and the prize ceremony will be on the same date, on the 10th December Sunday. So it will be together with the rest of the level. So yes, if you didn't write index number, okay, you will be no marks for you. Okay, so for participants that do not write their index number or do not write their name properly, we cannot give the marks to you because we cannot find your name. Okay, so for section B, we will give, okay, for the competition, we will give rough paper for all the participants, for them to do their rough working. And for section B, since we only look for the answer, so even if you write the rough working on the question booklet or on the rough paper, if your answer is wrong, there will be no working marks for section B. But for section C, For section C, for P3, P4, P5, and P6, since it's an open-ended question, we need you to write down the detailed working. So even if your answer is wrong, but your working, your step, you have some correct steps, we will give some marks for you. But for P1 and P2, since section C is short answer question also, we will also not give any marks if you write working, but your answer is wrong. Okay, so for result release for K2 all the way to P6 will be 18 to 19 November. Okay, so we will provide rough paper, okay, a clean paper for the student to do their rough working, to do their calculation. So don't worry. And if they need more of the such paper, they can always request from the invigilator. So for the audio playing for K2, okay, it was just reading of the question. And the K2 is in the isolated, okay, is in a different classroom with the rest. So it won't disturb the other candidate, like the P1, P2. Okay, so for the entry proof, okay, the sample is shown here. So please check your email whether you have received an email from us that say TASMO entry proof. Okay, so please check the participant's name, the level, the reporting time, and the date is correctly shown. Okay, and okay, so for the audio playing is question by question. So they will read question 1, then after a certain time they will read question 2. So it's not one shot to read all the question to the participant. And also, if let's say the student no need help in the reading of the question, once they finish the, let's say, question 1, they can continue to question 2. Okay, we will not like stop the student from carry on doing the paper. So it's read question by question, and in between the question, okay, we will give some time for the student to do. So this is just to give more concern to the K2 student, because some of the words or sentence they don't understand or don't know how to read the word. That's why we provide this audio for the K2 student. Okay, so for K2 participant, we will play the audio recording question by question, and in between the question we will give time for the participant to do the question. And if let's say you no need the help of the reading of the question, you can feel free just to carry on with the paper. Okay, you no need to wait for the invigilator to play the audio recording for the next question. Okay, and for N2 and K1, so N2 and K1 is oral exam. So we have this format. Oral exam is 1-to-1, one teacher to one participant for N2 and K1. And since it's an oral exam, then we no need the participant to write down any index number or write down anything. We will do that in the registration. So don't worry that they don't know how to write the name or don't know how to write the number. So it's not required them to do anything. Okay, so if during the competition you want to go toilet, okay, like the instructions stated, you are not allowed to leave the venue within the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes before the end of the competition. So if you want to go toilet, you can go in between, but for the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes, you are not allowed to go toilet even it's very urgent. So please don't drink too much water at the start or near the end. Okay, so if the participant never do the shading of the answer sheet before what to do, so we have provide sample paper to all the level, and for those level that require the participant to shade the answer, we also have provided the answer sheet. Okay, it will be exactly the same as the competition day itself. So if they have not tried to shade the answer before, parents please help to print out the answer sheet for the student and just let them to try at home to shade the answer using the shade the circle using the pencil. Okay, so for N2 and K1, since it's an oral exam, we require the participant to use English to answer us, since we hold this test in Singapore. Okay, to be fair, English is an official language in school also, so please use English to answer the teacher for the question. So for parents who haven't get the sample paper for your children, please feel free to contact us through WhatsApp or through WeChat. We will add you into the respective WeChat group or WhatsApp group, so you can get the sample paper from the group. And later on, from 8 p.m. onward, we have a live, okay, for P2 to go through the sample paper question. So for those participants or parents, okay, who are attending the P2 TASMO competition, feel free to stay from 8 p.m. onwards for the P2 TASMO sample question go through. Okay, so if you have any question or you didn't receive our entry proof email, okay, please feel free to WhatsApp us or WeChat us or even email us. So this is our contact. Okay, and if you are in our group, if you didn't receive the entry proof, you can just ask in the group that mention you didn't receive the entry proof, then our teacher will contact you one-to-one to get the email address and the name of the participant from you. Okay, so for N2, we have sent out the sample paper to the parents also. So parents can just use the sample paper as a gauge to like train to simulate the actual competition condition, okay, the environment with the participant. So for N2, you just need to say out the answer for each question. You no need to explain to the teacher how do you get to the answer. You just need to say the answer if the question just required to say the answer. Okay, I don't think the actual competition will have the explain why for N2 and K1, so don't worry about this. Okay, so for the award top 3 prize platinum, we have actual cash prize. So for the detail, which award, what is the prize, you can refer to our info pack. We have sent out the info pack in the group also, and also in the entry proof we have a Google Drive that includes the sample paper for respective level and also the info pack. So you can always refer to info pack for the price, the cash price, and also our voucher price for the Think Academy lessons. Okay, so I cannot review how many people exactly attend for each level is privacy, okay, and is confidential. So it's be fair to all the participants and for all the levels. So I will not announce like how many students, how many participants for each level. So that's why, to be fair, we go the award by percentage for all the level. Okay, so for top 8% is the gold, and 9 to 20 is the silver, and 21 to 40 is the bronze. And from the gold, the top 3 scorer will get the platinum award. So it's go by percentage. Okay, any more question from the parents or even from the participant at the moment? Okay, so if you have any more question after this live, you feel free to email us, WhatsApp us, or even WeChat us. Just drop us a message, or even ask in the WhatsApp or WeChat TASMO group. So all the other parents, okay, also with the same queries, also can know the answer from the teacher. Okay, so for K1 and N2 is all oral examination. Okay, except, okay, so from K2 onwards, there is paper based. For N2 and K1 is oral exam. Okay, so this is the competition timing that I'm going to show here again for the parents to just take a look. So for K2 and P1, since we have 2 locations, please refer to your entry proof for the exact location where you go, where the participant need to go to. Please don't go to the wrong location. Okay, so can N2 use pencil to do labeling in case needed to count? Yes, N2 you can use pencil or your finger to do the labeling. We will provide, okay, we will give the N2 and K1 question booklet also. However, okay, the teacher will read the question for the participants, and also they just need to reply the teacher in, okay, by oral form. Okay, no need to write down the answer. So they can use their finger, they can use pen, you can use pencil to just help them to like draw, circle out the picture or the numbers. Okay, so 13 November, Monday, a public holiday, is for K2 to P6. For N2 and K1, it will be on 20 November, is also a Monday. However, the exact timing to report for the competition will be announced by next week through the entry proof email for N2 and K1 parents. So if you didn't receive any email from us, okay, don't panic. We will send out the email by next week for N2 and K1. And meanwhile, for K2 onwards to P6, for parents, okay, sign up for K2 to P6. Please check your email and sometimes it might appear in the junk box for the entry proof. So if you didn't receive the email for the entry proof, please drop us a message. Okay, and later from 8 p.m. onwards, we will have a P2 sample paper question run through by our teacher Penny later. So for those P2 participants and P2 parents, feel free to continue stay here, okay, or WeChat. And for those on YouTube channel, you will need to go to another link to watch the P2 sample paper question run through. So for those parents who haven't received the sample paper, okay, you can ask in the WhatsApp group or in the WeChat group for the sample paper. So we still have 10 more days for the students, for the participants to practice, to get a feel of how the competition is like, and also to practice the shading. The most important part is the shading and writing of the answer on the answer sheet. Okay, and lastly, for the competition on the day itself, because we have exam, okay, the competition ongoing while some other level is reporting. So we want to ask the parents and the participant to minimize your noise level during the registration. And for parents, please leave the competition area after the registration has been done. So we don't want the noise to affect the performance of the student in the exam venue. So if the parents who send the students for the registration, please leave the area after the registration is completed. And we will, okay, and parents just need to follow the competition end timing for your respective level to wait at the release point. We will have a allocated release point for the parents to fetch the student. Okay, so after the competition, we will bring the student to the release point, okay, for the parents to take them home. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this briefing. Okay, I'm Teacher Aki. So if you have any more question regarding TASMO, okay, about the exam, about the entry proof, or about the sample paper, feel free to drop us an email, a message on WhatsApp and WeChat. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. I will end my live here. So for those who are in P2, please stay on the line for WeChat. For those parents and students on WeChat, please stay on the live for the 8 p.m. live. Okay, so if there is error in your entry proof, just reply to the email to tell us the correct information, like the student name and the correct level. Okay, so if there is any error in the entry proof, just reply to the email, or you can just drop us a message with the correct information. Okay, for P2 parents and students who are on YouTube, then we will have another link for the P2 sample paper run through later on at 8 p.m. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. I will see you on the competition day itself. All the best for